Further arrayology. Further arrayology. Okay, so what about further arrayology? Before finishing the chapter, I want to introduce you to a few more object-related concepts, and I will start by introducing some generally useful array methods, and we saw push and pop, and which add and remove elements at the end of an array earlier in this chapter, and the corresponding methods for adding and removing things at the start of an array are called unshift and shift, like this example now. Let to-do list and function remember task to-do list dot push task semicolon and function get task return to-do list dot shift function remember urgently task to-do list dot unshift then semicolon. Okay, so the program manages a queue of tasks, and you add tasks to the end of the queue by calling remember and groceries, and when you are ready to do something, you call get task to get and remove the front item from the queue, and the remember urgently function also adds a task but adds it to the front instead of the back of the queue to search for a specific value. Arrays provide an index of method, by the way, and the method searches through the array from the start to the end and returns the index at which the requested value was found or -1. And if it wasn't found, to search from the end instead of the start, there is a similar method called last index of. Like this example now. Console.log, open parentheses, 123, and 21, dot index of 2, semicolon. Then the result will be 1. And console.log, 123, and 21, dot last index of 2, last index of 2, the result will be 3. And both index of and last index of take an optional second argument that indicates where to start searching, and another fundamental array method is slice, and which takes start and end indices and returns an array that has only the elements between them. The start index is inclusive and the end index exclusive, by the way. Like this example. And when the end index is not given, slice will take all of the elements after the start index, by the way. And you can also omit the start index to copy the entire array. And the concat method can be used to glue arrays together to create a new array, similar to what the plus operator does for strings. And the following example, by the way, shows both concat and slice in action. And it takes an array and an index, and it returns a new array that is a copy of the original array, by the way, with the element at the given index removed. Like this example now. Function remove array and index, and return array dot slice 0 and index, and dot concat array dot slice index +1 semicolon console.log open parentheses remove open new parentheses a and p and c and d and e between double quotations, then and comma 2, and the result will be a and p and d and e. And if you pass concat an argument that is not an array, that value will be added, by the way, to the new array as if it were a one element array.